The world as we know it is not the one that we should be promoting going forward. It's built wrong. It's built inequitably. That's a conversation they have to have. They need to recognize that change needs to start. If they're not having that conversation and they're looking around and just seeing 15 more white faces at the boardroom table, something's wrong.
Literally, you're sometimes in these contexts where your expertise is not heard or is not considered, and you have to fight even harder to just be viewed as equal, and feeling like you still have to consistently prove yourself, even if your successes and accomplishments speak to that. And so that bias is consistent, but it takes a toll on you, because then you're exhausted, you're tired. And what does that do to your family dynamic, and then in turn the community?
Having these conversations as an Asian person, when we're sitting at a leadership table, if we have that opportunity to sit there, oftentimes we are sought to speak on our Asian point of view, on your Filipino point of view, versus contributing just to the greater conversation.
I remember specifically being in a meeting where we were looking to hire somebody, and someone made a comment. Of course, the majority of the hiring committee was men. And someone made a comment, she's newly married and young. Do you think that she's interested in having kids? That might not be a great fit for us. Which, saying it out loud, is just completely atrocious and horrible.
Western worldview versus Indigenous worldview are completely different. And for so long, we've been forced to assimilate into Eurocentric worldview. And it doesn't put the community first. It doesn't, recognize fundamental values and the foundation in which our children need to be growing up with family and community and culture. And so I find that the biggest barrier, just not being able to really have the same conversations because we come from such different worldviews.
Jobs that businesses that can't be done at home, COVID-19 proved them wrong. And so there's a lot of people with disabilities who may not have worked before, who have degrees, who have not experience, but they've got the smarts to be able to work from home, have done so in a much greater numbers.
I think what the pandemic has done is it's actually highlighted and negated this post-feminist belief, right? This idea that we don't need feminism anymore because we're equal. When we've seen the reality that no, we are not. And that the burden of this has fallen largely on women. I mean, they coined it the quote unquote she session for a reason. And so I think what it's done is it's actually fired a lot of women up and really highlighted the ever existing importance of intersectional feminism.